All right. I think we're live? Question mark. Let me glance at this real quick. Um, Let me go into YouTube. Excellent connection. See if I can hear myself. Gorgeous. All right. Let me go ahead and post this then. How do I share? I always forget things. I never go live. Yes, I chat. Stream 6. Here we go. Stream URL. Copy. Discord. Live. I'm live now. If anyone wants to come by, mm, no pressure. Up, up. Did it work? I don't think that worked. Uh, doo. Up, up. Okay, I think I think we're good. Question mark. I don't know. I don't know anything ever. I'm not always very good at figuring out stuff. I'm not really like, how do I say this? I'm not very technologically advanced all the time. Um, I just struggle a lot with just general shit and stuff. I'm just bad. I'm just bad at streaming, usually. One second. I want to make sure that my stream URL works. Uh, Live chat. I don't have moderators. Go away. I don't stream enough for that shit. Okay. I think I think we're good. Okay. So we're gonna start with request that was made by a friend on Discord. Let me actually, one second. I'm sorry, guys. One second. Copy message link. Let me see if it works if I do this. Up, up. No. What this? Copy text. Copy. Okay. Now if I go into Google up, up, up. All right, that doesn't do what I want it to do then. Okay. You go away. Let us show this. Settings. That's fine. How it is. I'm trying to figure this out. Like I said, I'm really bad at can I edit this? No. I'm really bad at stuff. That's how it is. Uh Stream. Yes, it's all fine. How do I if I go share. Here we go. I found it. I said I dumb. I'm not dumb. I shouldn't say that about myself. I'm not dumb. I struggle a lot. Okay. Uh there we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're actually now I'm okay. I feel better about life now. Okay. Um right, so the first one I'm gonna do is my lovely boy Darren. Okay. Darren is so funny to me. He's just a big goober. Most of my OCs are big goobers, but Darren, I really dislike like the whole alpha werewolf sort of thing. So I really like having characters that are more chill, especially when it comes to certain things. I really like them just being big old puppies, basically. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really like looking over shoulder things. Me. Switch this to live chat. Gorgeous. Okay. I don't know if anybody's gonna come by, but it's okay. I can just ramble at myself for a couple of hours. I'm good at that. Mm. Actually, taking an anatomy class has helped me a lot with this sort of stuff because I had to take a figure drawing class. And I, when I went into it, I was like, I already know anatomy. I'm just bad at it. And then when I came out of it, I was like, okay, I understand it a lot more now than I previously did. And I'm kind of gonna go for like a leaning back sort of position. After this, I don't know. I'll figure out something to draw. Probably Richard. Maybe Whitlock. When I say Richard, I usually mean my Richard because I have a character named Richard, as most of you should know, and I love him. He's a lot of my life. Why are all my brushes messed up now? Excuse me. No, this is not. This, put that back. Put that back in erasers. Go away. There we go. Okay. If my stuff gets all messy, I don't like it. It makes me upsetty spaghetti. Okay. Stream's current bitrate. What? What'd you say in YouTube? What? Lower than recommended. Why? What do you want? We recommend that you use a stream bitrate at 200. Okay, whatever. I don't care. It's fine. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Oh, okay. Back to this. I don't like how this shoulder looks. These erasers are. This is. Go in there. Whatever. Okay. Okay. I use like three brushes for everything. I use four actually, because I use this is my sketching brush that I got from a friend. I always use the hard eraser. I only use the soft eraser if I'm like blending. And then I have a line art pen that I use that I absolutely adore. And then I use the G pen, just unstabilized for like helping with coloring and little details and stuff like that. There we go. That's better. Still not enough though. There we go. There we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I do a lot of voices. It's just how it is. I like how I talk, like, as if people are listening to me. Nobody's listening to me. That's okay. Nobody probably should listen to me. Not because I'm dumb, but just because I'm not always the greatest of influences. I want to say. He's like doing a lean back, doing a little lean. Gotta fix this part. I'm thinking I'll maybe stream for a couple of hours. If nobody comes by or has any requests, I'm gonna work on my animation, I think. Or maybe I'll do some other artwork that I have planned. But that's okay. It's no big deal. I'm used to nobody coming to my streams anyway, so it's kind of whatever at that point. Up, 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 up. Big old bitties. I love drawing tits. Don't worry about how much I curse and stuff like that. These videos are never demonetized. These videos are never monetized anyway. There's a little big. They're a little big. Let's, okay. Well, mm, beep up, beep up, boop. Let's reduce this down a little bit. There we go. Up. Okay, now we're gonna just move this pec over some. Because there is some space between the pecs and like this part of the body. Side. There we go. I know anatomy. 100%. I took an anatomy class. Hi, fella. Oh, thank you, baby. I don't check the chat very often. I'm very bad at it. Um, I'm not used to people coming. If you have anybody you want me to draw, let me know. That's kind of the whole point is requests. But I'm working on Darren here for a moment for Roku. That's their name in Discord. I don't know their real name, obviously. Ba-ba-ba. I always do the little circle head thing because it's just easier for me. Um, I'm not one of those people that can just draw. Like sometimes you see like cartoonists and stuff, they just go at it. I can't do that just yet. I could do it every once in a while with characters that I know really well. But Darren's still, his design is still kind of new for me, even though he's a character that I've had for a while. So it's kind of just figuring that out. Up. Little crow's feet, under eye bags. I love crow's feet. I think they're very underrated. I think they're very sexy. I don't know why. Don't come at me. I, I don't know if I technically have genitrophilia or not. Because that's when you're like attracted to like old people. But I think that's like really old people, right? I only have ever one request, Richard. My Richard or Whitlock? Because I can do either. I mean, I love both of them very, very much. Oh, I forgot how Darren's hair goes. That's right. But if he cut his hair short because it's easier when he's working, but because he's a mechanic and stuff. But he would have Viking hair if he was allowed to. Yes. Okay, I'll do both. I'll do both Richies. I'll do Whitlock and my darling baby boy. Gonna do one of these. Beep. Ears, human animal ears are actually kind of hard for me. I really struggle with them. I don't know why. I struggle with most animal anatomy stuff. I don't like drawing animals. Dummy humans are okay because they're still people. 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 I don't know how to play music, or else I'd play music. So you just get to hear my little voice rambling for however long this takes. I'm thinking maybe 2-ish hours. He's got a lot of hair, unlike my Richie boy who is manscaped. What do you want me to talk about? I'll talk about lots of things. I'll do silly voices. I love hearing myself talk. I will. I'll ramble for fucking hours if you let me. All right. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks really good, actually. Don't like this arm. It's too out there. It's too far out. This is the main process of my sketching and or drawing is just redoing shit over and over and over. It's so much fun, you guys. It's so much fun, you guys. All right. Do the hair. Do a little bit of the hair here. Okay. I'm gonna be done with that now. We're gonna do we're gonna do Whitlock next. And you go right up there in that corner, Darren. I always my a lot of people say that like my doodles and my sketches are confusing because I go like this when I doodle. So I don't go like the the it's a little silly, but it is what it is. The chest hair. Yes, he's got a lot of hair. He's a werewolf. Likes to manscape. Richie doesn't like having a lot of hair. I'm thinking gonna go for like a goldish color for Whitlock. Um, what expression do you want him to have, Fallon? What are we thinking? What are we thinking for Whitlock? Let me start the prelim. Preliminary. Not no I speak. But like I said, I always start with a circle. He's got like I need to pull up a picture of Richard real quick. Wow. Yeah. Janitor. This isn't capturing this. Okay. What? Listen, the love of my life usually only has one expression. Cheyenne, why are you setting Cheyenne, Honora, setting Luca on fire? What? Okay. Okay. I love Luca, right? Like I love like traumatized men. They're very silly, they're very funny. I like them a lot. Um, the main thing is just that okay. Yeah, yeah, he's got that face. Okay. Main thing is like buddy boy, I understand that your brother died and all that, and that was very awful for you, and I do not wish that upon anyone. But you realize the rest of us got trauma too, right? He's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? I like his brother more. Yeah, Nikolai is very sweet. I did Nikolai with my Richard. I'm thinking about putting him with Jackson, which is another one of my OCs. Fun fact, Jackson is actually in my canon, Richard and Honora are a couple. And so uh Jackson would is their son. He's a very sweet boy. He's a good guy. Um, very gay. Yeah, he's got like such a prominent cheekbone, but I don't want him to just look like my Richard, so I'm kind of like messing with it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Da, 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 da. So nice having somebody to talk to with this. Usually, I nobody comes to my streams because I'm not a very well-known or big artist or whatever. There we go. That's better. God, he's so sexy. Erase this so I can do that. The love of my life, the light of my life, Richard Whitlock. I don't know if you know this, but I had an order come in at my work the other day that was a that said R Whitlock, and kept giggling the whole time. I would have taken a picture of it. It was if it were not illegal to do so. He's got this lovely little bump in his nose. He's got a very like I wouldn't describe it as like a hooked nose, but it's very like Roman. I think that's what it says on his character thing, is it's Roman. The same issue when I was streaming my gameplays and stuff. Yeah, I mean it's the sort of thing where like I understand I'm not a big content creator and stuff like that, but I still try to do them because they're fun for me and it gets like some pseudo socialization out of me. And who knows, maybe one day I will become a little bit more famous and people will, rewatch these in the future. But that's that's a you know, if it never happens, it never happens. It just is what it is. Give me one second. I just realized I have to take my meds. I take a lot of pills. I take pills in the morning and at night. On that medicated grind set. Okay. But his nose is definitely, yeah, I think it's been broken multiple times, I think, but definitely at least once. I mean, he was a knight. You don't, and also he was a knight, but also he was like poorer. So, do you like how I'm just spending so much time on his nose? I haven't even started the rest of his face yet. Um, okay. I lost track of what I was saying. He was a knight. Luca had nothing to do with breaking his nose. She's too Lutra. Lutra. Yeah, no, Lutra's a sweetheart. Lutra's a sweet bean. I'll draw her next. After let me do this Richard and then mine. Because I can't do a stream without drawing my Richard at least once because he is my obsession, the light of my life, my everything. No, Lutra's a good girl. Lutra's really sweet. I think her and Richard would get along great. Richard's such a dummy. I love him. Richard is like super smart but super dumb, which is my favorite character trope. Not Whitlock, my Richard. I mean, my Whitlock. I mean, Whitlock could be like that too sometimes. At least in my chats, because I've had Honora flirt with him like very openly, and he's just like, huh, like that cat meme. Huh. Like at one point, she was like, "Do you want to take this? Do you want to take this elsewhere?" And he's like, What do you mean? What do you mean? She's like, like, does he bring protection or anything? He's like, from what? And it was really funny. She might have, Asp! Vesperian is a interesting person. I'm gonna give him thingies because he is lion. But nah, maybe not. Not for this. Here we go. Beard. I don't draw beards really. Not very often, at least. I draw scruff, but not beards. His eyes. I always want to do like the wrong button. I always want to do like the square-shaped eyes for everybody, but I think what I did in the recent drawing I made of him was like give him these triangular ones because it does fit. We're gonna just skish it up a little bit. See, I did it again, giving them just square eyes. Um, it's kind of like my go-to because I like them and they're easy to draw. Asp I put with my other Dawn Star because I just do Anora usually because I love Anora and I put her in everything because she's my baby girl. But it's Asp goes with my other Dawn Star and he doesn't deserve her. To be fair, nobody deserves Autumn. I mean, look at her. Look at this beautiful girl. I love her so much. She's my everything. I have so much trauma. And she's a big goober. Baby. She's got like sad, tilted little eyes. I adore her. It's not the direction I want the eyes to go. Up, up, up. I love drawing faces and expressions. Oh! I can actually like do the voice really well now because I'm not in the car recording on my phone. Oh, for I am your superior officer. Oh! It's really funny to me. I'm gonna finish that up eventually. One of these days, I'm gonna finish it. His hair. I always don't like short hair. Is that obvious? Is that obvious in my characters? Let me let me look at his character page. But his like scruff bleeds into his hair, and I don't like that. I mean, it's fine. I'll live with it. It feels a little funny to me. Feels I was gonna say it feels very medieval, and I'm like, oh well, yeah, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Up, beep, up, up, beep, up, up, up. I don't like that. This is process is just me doing something and going, I don't like that. Silly. Honestly. Oh, Dullahan's voice is like really rough and low, right? Like the math problem, the night shift isn't the problem. Fuck, I forgot the line. Oh, the math isn't the problem. Night shift's keeping you and Cheyenne apart. You two just need a bone. What did you say? Said you two need a bone. I Johann like random little noises Amy makes work so well for Johann and it's really funny. Oh, I kind of like this little Oopsie Daisy thing. This looks nice. Okay, let me fix this part then. Oh, Cheyenne is adorable. I really love Cheyenne. I think Honora would want to adopt her. Honora wants to adopt everybody, to be fair. She's a very maternal, loving person. Um, she's very sweet. She's very kind. She would want to make Cheyenne clothes and shit. And Cheyenne's like, please just leave me alone. Please just go away. I think you and Cheyenne just need a bone. UNO7 just need a bone. That's gonna be the words as UNO7, because I have brain rot. He has like okay, because I know it's because it's AI, but his hair like is a little weird in this because like obviously it's like slicked back, but then there's these little cute parts in his face, and it's really honestly very adorable. He's got this. I'm gonna have to draw him more. I love him. Look at I love big men. I love handsome men. I don't always like this big men. I'll take that back. Sometimes if a guy is too tall, I'm like, no, thank you. That's too much. I want to make the expression a little bit more. There we go. I think the better question is why Luca isn't on fire 24/7. Billy would make that comment and just be there with a fist connecting. Is that somewhere? Billy, stop. Dullahan needs to be uh I know that like Fenrir, the one I always forget about, is like the living weapon and stuff, but I think we need more restrictions set on Dullahan. He's just a big goober. He needs somebody needs to make sure that he's not just being Dullahan all the time. Actually, I like Dullahan. I think he's funny. He's not my type though. So I haven't figured out how I want to like get hell, he's so hot. Sorry, this is just gonna so pretty. I love this man so much. The better question is why Luca isn't on fire 24/7. He definitely, I won't say he deserves it, yeah, but he's definitely a shithead. It's like I said, I was like, Luca, we all have trauma. You ain't special. Get over yourself. It's so mean. Nobody put me in group therapy. I'm so awful. Okay. All right. How do you spell Cheyenne? Honestly, out of all the contractors, the only one Cheyenne hates is Luca. Yeah, I mean, they're not that bad. Most of the contractors are pretty chill. Like, Johan is just a little, Johan's a little unhinged, but he's a mad scientist. That's literally his trope. Richard is obviously the goodest of boys. Fenrir, I haven't actually done anything with Fenrir. I'm gonna say O3 because that's what he would do. There we go. Look at that beautiful man. God, he's so fucking pretty. Um, I make random noises sometimes. It's the ADD. All right. Let's do my Richie because I love him. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. This canvas is gonna be gigantic by the time I'm done. That's just how it goes. That's just how it is. Yeah, all the characters, Shannon and Fenrir have an understanding. He leaves her alone. She leaves him alone. Yeah, I mean Fenrir. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's just needs more human interaction, probably. Honora is terrified of Fenrir. She won't go near him because the person who murdered her in her last life was a very tall man with like black hair. And so she gets really freaked out by him. Oh, what expression do I want my Richard to be having? I don't know. Bro needs a hug. Yeah, he needs a hug. He needs some. I think they all need hugs in therapy. I think Luca needs like a sharp whap over the back of the head. And Nora's gonna do that to him at some point. Just be like, we all have trauma. It doesn't mean that it doesn't still doesn't give you the excuse to act like an ass. Honora, I love Honora's accent. Has a she has a very like she speaks proper like Royal British English or whatever, royal accent, but when she gets mad or upset, she slips back into like her Cockney Devon accent and she's like, What be all this then? What can't even right now. Yeah, I really love the older over the shoulder sketch. Can you tell? I don't know why. It's just something I've always like really enjoyed drawing as a kid. And it's just persisted into my adulthood. He's like leaning back. He's like, I don't fucking want to deal with this. Ba, 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 ba. Chop. Sorry, had to yawn. I had coffee this morning and it didn't do much. I do have coffee every morning though. Richard Lyon, my beloved. So Richard, the reason it is a little funny that that I've made him a lion and his last name is Lion, but I always associated him with lions. Richard's an OC that I've had for almost 6 years now, and he was not meant to be as attractive as he is. He really wasn't. He was meant to be sort of like this gangly, like old knight sort of thing, and because in canon he looks about 50-ish. So I'm gonna, you know what? Treat. We're gonna get a treat today. Rare Richard smile. It's always crooked. It's adorable, and I love him. Um, and I just was like, well, he just doesn't look, he doesn't look built enough for this. And also, he's with Nezanite. He's got to have some scars. I always forget Whitlock scars. Give me a minute. Oh, I'm the worst. Okay. He's good. There we go. He's got that one on his face. I don't think he has any other ones. Not that I'm aware of, at least. Not that I'm aware of. I'm drinking coffee right now and it's not doing anything. Yeah, no, I think I'm building up an immunity to caffeine. Also, the way I just like my coffee to be a lot of cream and sugar and stuff, so I've been trying to like reduce it to where I have that and then I don't drink anything else sugary the rest of the day. Trying to cut down on my sugar because the doctors want me to lose weight. So that way I can be viable for a breast reduction because most of my weight is up there. Richie doesn't smile very often, but when he does, it's all crooked and it's so cute. It's so cute. Um, Richard's just so emotionless and expressionless that getting him to actually emote means that he actually feels super comfortable around you and that he actually really likes you. And so it's one of those sort of things. But in my comic canon, Richard looks to be about 50 years old-ish, because obviously, it's me. It's me. But in the Io-verse, in the Succuverse, he's 26. Pretty common trait for caffeine to not really hype you up. Yeah, yeah, like it does with neurotypical people. Yeah, it's kind of like the opposite sort of thing of like when I take my Adderall and it like winds me down, but it hypes other people up. I also just enjoy like coffee. Like I can drink it black. I just choose not to. I used to drink energy drinks a lot, and that was really bad for me. I always draw Richard looking down at people, even though he's 5'8". He's super insecure about it too. Well, Richard's insecure about all his looks and stuff. Like a man this attractive literally thinks that he's like gross. And I know that I made him, but also Pookie, why you like this? This is because of his mom. People called his mom ugly a lot, and he looks just like her, even though that's not true. And Beatrix is a very beautiful, kind woman. He's kind of his mom's mini me. She's also like a very expressionless, emotionless person. Not sure how I feel about his smile right now. Love drawing Richard's hair. It gets poofier every time I draw it, I think. Bup, bup, bup. I have all his family's canonical designs. It's okay. He can look down at Lutra. Yeah, Lutra and Honora are the same height, so he looks down at them. Bup, 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 bup. I love ABs. I like short men and stuff like that. And like I think the tallest I would like realistically date a guy is probably about I don't know 6'5" at the very tallest because that's a foot taller than me. Any more than that, I kind of freak out a little bit. Those don't look like cat ears. Put that back so I see what I'm doing. There we go. Lion ears are so round. It's really funny. They're kind of like bear ears. They're so rounded. They're like got a little bit of like a point, but then they don't. And it's very funny to me. I'm gonna do Lutra next. I'm gonna do Lutra next. Okay? I'm gonna do Lutra next. Because she's beautiful and I've been meaning to doodle her. Um, I just like doodling my friends' characters. And yes, you're my friend. The, se the second you slide into my DMs, you're my best bud now. Your besto friendo. Okay. There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about this smile just right now. I'm gonna fix it, I think. It won't look right either. Da-da-dun, dun-dun-dun. I love Richard so much. He's literally my dream man. Like I created him with like when I originally created him, it didn't happen, and then the more I kept like redesigning him, he became more of my keep pressing the wrong button. Fairy tale dream man. I see lions and bears. My immediate thought of why friendship if not for hug? Yeah, exactly. Especially bears. Especially bears. Like I logically I know better than the fuck with a grizzly bear, right? Like I have some level of brain cell to know not to fuck with grizzlies. Like black bears and brown bears, I know not to fuck with them either, but they're a little bit more uh scared of people. Grizzly bears do not give a shit about you. Grizzly bears will fuck your shit up. That's why when people are like, this couldn't have been a bear attack. Bears aren't this vicious. I'm like, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Bears are terrifying. He's so fucking adorable. God. Yeah, my favorite thing about Richard is when he finally confesses to the person that he's interested in and stuff like that. And he kind of just, usually does it physically, where he just kind of breaks and he slams him into a wall and shenanigans ensue. Very cabadon. Is that how you, is that what it is? The wall, against the wall thing? Mm. I really love my thick lines. I don't know if that's obvious about me. I don't like that smile either. Richie, darling, I know you don't like to smile, but please work with me, baby. There we go. That's a little bit better. Beep. I worked in the Yellowstone for the summer. We're all told to pray. Yeah, no. You see a grizzly, you just pray. You're fucked. Pray to God. Don't act dead because they're scavengers and they'll eat dead things. I don't know why that's like the advice is to act dead because they're scavengers. Bears aren't usually very huntery or predatorial. They very much like to just they're lazy. Why are you so handsome? Why are you not real? Why can't I date you? Ugh. This is my villain origins arc. Is me not being able to date a fictional character that I created because he's literally my dream man. Just this silly, grumpy, stern sort of guy that is blonde and has long hair and will reread Tolkien to me and has a beautiful voice. Richard's voice claim, by the way, I don't know if I told you, is Hades from the Hades game. We had this one massive old boy that hung around. Oh my God, Scar. Oh my God, like what's the name from Brave? Brave, that bear from Brave. Mordu. Um, Yes, when I pronounce something in a different language, I have to do it in some sort of accent. I don't at me. I was a theater kid, okay? It's just how it goes. You're so fucking beautiful. I love you so much, Richie. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? We're gonna as if he couldn't get any sexier. Watch this. He does have a tongue piercing. He has a little stud. Yes. He lost a bet and he had to get it. There we go. Instantly. 15 times more charge. Okay, I don't. The reason my dummy humans have hair here is because I don't want to draw just flesh there. Because I don't like the idea. Pretty much, yeah. There was also a group of smaller black bears. Well, no, black bears, like, they're very scared of you and they'll run away and stuff. Like, obviously, they'll, if it's like a mom or something, they'll attack you. But usually, black bears are more, I don't want to say the word chill. They're not chill, but they're definitely more, they're less of a threat. There we go. Those are the words I'm looking for. Sorry, I just got hit with a wave of I love him so much. All right. All right. I need to stop drawing him or else I'm gonna actually color this in and everything. And we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. This is not this is not just an art stream, this is a request stream. Lutra. I have her. Could have sworn I had her stuff somewhere, like a picture of her somewhere. Sorry if that's a bad sound. It's actually why I made my bear having Black Bear, New Orleans. Yeah, you guys don't have because oh shut up. My storage is not full. I don't know why it says this to me. It says my storage is full when it's not, and it's mean. So mean. You sent me Lutra. Pretty sure. Need to yeah. There she is. There she is. She's the one who's got like the freckle eyes and stuff like that. Um, okay. Okay. I got a general idea. If I start to draw her wrong or anything, just scream at me and go, correct! If I could have you do voice chat, I would. I mean, if you wanted to, because I don't know how to connect voice chat like to the stream. I don't know how to connect Discord to the stream. I used to be able to do it once, and now I don't remember how to do it. She has like almost roundish cheeks and then like a little pointy chin. It's very cute. Is there any particular expression you want her to have, Fallon, or anything? Nose. Okay. Well, button nose almost. There we go. I make random noises all the time. People just need to get used to it. My coworkers still stare at me like I'm crazy, and I'm like, I've been working with you for 2 years. You should know me better by now. That I'm just gonna make weird ass noises. Kind of like, oh, that's too hooked. Uh, sorry. Oh, Corey, are you ever gonna draw people straight on? Why do you do everything at three-quarter angle? No, no. She's pretty much always smiling, happy baby. Oh, it's so sweet. She'll brighten up Richie's life for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just got a brilliant wave of inspiration that I'm gonna do after I do this. Um, if it's not obvious, I love drawing expressions. I think they're lots of fun and I really enjoy doing them. Okay. We're gonna turn this a little. I don't like drawing straight on faces because I don't like them looking at me. I don't like them looking at me. Uh, I can feel their judgment if they look at me. Oh, Richard, will you please draw me with a shirt? Just once. That's all I ask. And it's like, how about no? Absolutely not. This is my favorite thing, is when you notice when people smile and they get that like little line underneath their eye. It's the most adorable thing ever. That looks too angry. Up here. There we go. Let me give her a little bit thinner brows. AI art is kind of funny. I think it's a little silly. I think it's interesting how far it's come, but also I think a lot of people overestimate it. So listen to the Bridget Champat. We're writing her with a doll, and that's how I decided to give her a love of playing the violin. Oh, it's precious. Oh my God. I would die for her. Would die for her. She needs to meet Autumn. She needs me. I said this earlier. I don't know if you were here, but my sad, precious little baby. Yeah, you were here because I mentioned Asp. I love her so much. Autumn's such a good girl. She's my Dawn Star character when I'm not using Enora, and Autumn had a rough go of it. Her mom managed to like hide the fact that she was pregnant and all that, and then she would tried to when she saw that Autumn was not a boy, she got real pissy, and she tried to basically like she just abused her a lot, and then Richard found her, and so she views him like a very like uncly father figure. Kieran and Vidal. I always want to say Mile. This is my bodyguard, my doll. And Adrian are like her big brothers. Ass she has a crush on, but she's also fully aware that Autumn does not have good taste in men. Autumn has shit taste in men. Her in-canon husband is this idiot's son, and he's even more of a chaotic gremlin. I love Jason. Jason's such a fucking shithead. I don't like this. I even just copied and pasted it. I don't like it. Let me actually. That part's fine. I don't know. I think it just looks too big. It's still a little crooked and cross-eyed, isn't it? Last chat I did with her in Whitlock, she sneaked out of her chamber, so Richard found. Oh, Richard, look, Richard Whitlock, greatest man ever. I love him. I love him so much. God, he's such a sweetheart. He was he in one of my things, Honora got pregnant with his baby, and he was like freaking the fuck out, obviously, because he's older. And he's like, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know about this. And like the court was like really upset about it, and they weren't like very accepting. And Honora's like, well, fuck you. I love him. So, this is what you're getting, what you get. And nobody's gonna tell me otherwise. Keep doing that. I do that at least 5 times a day when I draw. Uh, Um, Goodness, she's so gorgeous. Trying to really get like that, not floofy, but like very wavy hair look. Oh, I love her. You said she's got constellation like freckles, so this is what we're doing. If you want me to not do that, I won't. Oh. Yeah, Honora got real pissy and was like, "Well, I love him, and you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it." And her dad, Oberon, was eventually like, "I mean, you can tell me I have to say no to this kid? You can tell me that I have to be the one to be like, no, actually, you can't do that. Fuck that. She wants to marry Richard, so be it." Like she was like straight up, like in that one, like none of the other Dawn stars like slept with her or anything like that. They're like just her best buds, and oh my God, adorable. And she only had eyes for Richard. And so they're like, well, maybe if you have a baby with one of the other ones. She's like, no, no, that's cheating. I love him. This is my husband. This is my husband. I'm such a like millennial slash older Gen Z because I'm like, no middle parts, please. Side parts only. Middle parts are weird. Middle parts make me look like a page boy. She was completely accidental character made her. Oh, that's fun. I love that. The like accidental characters. That's so cool. Like you just get inspiration and it just happens. And it's so beautiful when that happens, I think. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's so beautiful, Fallon. Fallon, you make the prettiest characters. All so pretty. It's unfair. It's not fair how gorgeous they all are. Look at this girl. Look at this beautiful, beautiful girl. Oh, would would die for her. It's like what's that Gomez Adams quote where it's like, look at her. I would die for her. I would walk through hell for her. Either way, I would such sweet bliss. Middle parts of the devil. They are. I look like a 14th century page boy with a middle part. It is, I look so stupid, and I'm not a fan of it. She's so cute. There she is. All right. What in the Succuverse or whatever, what animal would Lutra be? Or is she a demi-human? Excuse me, at all. Richard's mom's not a demi-human. His parents are very are technically in an illegal relationship, but you try telling Beatrix Lyon not to marry some. You try telling Beatrix Lyon what to do. It's not gonna happen. And Jackson is Richard's father. I have all their designs. Here, let me pull them up real quick. I have all of Richard's family because he's got a big family and he loves them very much. If that's okay, I'll pull them up. If that's okay. She's not a demi-human, she's just a human star. Ooh. Okay, Fallon, I'm gonna ask you a very important question. Do you know the movie Stardust? Because if you do, oh my God, you are immediately got ranked up to number one bestie. Holy shit. Yeah! Sorry, I didn't mean to peek the mic. Yes! Yes! Oh my God, that is my favorite movie of all time. I love Stardust so fucking much. Can you tell that Richard's like a little bit of Richard is based off of that seventh print that's in it from Mark Strong's character? Because I had such a huge crush on him. Yes, I fucking love Stardust. Human Star. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. She's so imagine literally fell from heaven. What's give me a second. I gotta look up something. Where's Google Translate? Detect English. Yeah, into Scots Gaelic. One second. Press the button. It's being mean to me. How do I say this? So Mosholas Renag. Okay. So Lutra's lore, her species language, her name is Little Spar. Oh, it's precious. Richard usually calls his partner Angel, but sometimes he mixes it up depending on who they are and whatnot. So he would 100% call her. Ah, I keep doing that. Sorry. He would call her this probably, which is Mo Sholas Rina, I think is how you say it. And it's Gaelic. And it means my starlight. Richard's very sweet. He's adorable. He loves giving his giving people um nicknames and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Is she good at math? Question mark. Is she? It's important information that I need to know. Legal biddies. Fun fact, in Richard's family, the women have smaller biddies and the men have bigger ones. I don't know how it is. The men just drink their milk, I guess. Ba, ba, ba. Starlight is one of the greatest movies ever made. Don't change my mind. You can't. Like, it's got so many awesome actors in it. It is so funny. It's based off a book by Neil Gaiman. Love Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman's the fucking raddest dude ever. Oh, besides Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla always beats that spot. Why do I draw Richard with the little eyes? Because he doesn't sleep. My boy does not sleep. He's an insomniac. He like will go to bed at like midnight, wake up at 3, go to the gym, come back, make breakfast, which is something small. He doesn't eat really like granola bars and protein shakes and stuff like that. Um, and then he'll go to like class, he'll do stuff. He takes little cat naps throughout the day. Haha, very funny. Yes, yes, I know, I'm hilarious. She is not, in fact, dumb. She's pretty good at math, a bit naive. Okay. Yeah, because Richard's bot is like a math tutor bot, but you can change that around and be like, hey, I'm just here because I was told to be here. That or she saw him in the hallway and was like, I'm purposely gonna fail this class to meet this man. I would. I'd fail all my math classes just to meet him. I love him so much. So what you're I thought stars were just flaming balls of light. Richard, you can't just ask people if they're flaming balls of light. I love him. Look at this dummy. I'm gonna fix this eyebrow actually. I mean, I really like the naive characters that everybody like underestimates or thinks are stupid and stuff like that, and then they like are like, oh, they're not dumb. They're incredibly smart. They just choose not to show it off. I wish I could play some music. I don't know how to do that. Like I said, I'm not very technologically advanced. She was literally staring at a windy boy. We don't say its actual name in the face and was like, oh, 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 windy boy. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Um, I'm assuming you're talking about a very certain Native American creature that would be impolite for me to talk about since I am white. Um, yeah. Oh, I love that. What's your name? So precious. Do you have a voice cling for her or anything like that? I'm curious now. Mm. I don't like how this is looking. Ba-ba-ba. Yep. I use the lasso tool a lot. I don't I don't use it when I do line art. I do all my line art by hand because I actually this might make me sound a little crazy. I actually love doing line art. I'm gonna give her a little off-shoulder top because she deserves it. A little puffy like Regency sleeves. Adorable. Precious. Love her. Hmm. I always lose my train of thought and then I forget that people are listening to me. You probably haven't thought about it yet, but probably Lumine from Genshin. Oh, ooh. I like that. I like that a lot. I like Genshin some. I don't like all the character designs, obviously, because I like scruffy men and none of them are scruffy men. And they're just kind of basic pretty boys. And I'm like, this is boring. Y'all so boring. Come back when you're a grown up. I'm like, y'all look like babies. Come back after you've hit puberty. Why are you so grumpy? Existence is suffering. I like Razor even though he's a baby. Yeah, Razor's really sweet. I think my favorite character from Genshin is my favorite male character from Genshin is Neuvillette. Neuvillette and Risley are like the only like Genshin characters I'm like, okay, yeah, I would. Nouvelette's very pretty, and I like him, and also I like a lot of things that are French. Um, because I'm just a weirdo like that. I took French for a bunch of years in high school. Richard just has resting "I'm gonna murder you" face, and I think it's really funny. She looks so itty bitty. Like I know she's itty bitty, but she looks even more itty bitty than she should. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. There we are. Why you say grumpy all the time? I'm not. All right, what next? Where are we drawing next? Where are we dropping next, boys? Actually, I don't think I've ever drawn Luca. We might draw a little Luca. Crazy. There we go. Risley, them cakes. No, 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 you absolutely correct. You absolutely right. I'm not even an ass person. He's got ass for days. Uh, obviously, my favorite from Honkai Star Rail is Gallagher. Gallagher, my love, my shot. Sorry, my computer keeps doing like this error message where it says I don't have any storage space, but I do. I have lots of storage space. I don't know why it's being mean to me. I think we're gonna try to draw Luca. Give me a second. What does Luca look like again? Luca! Go back to janitor. I don't know who we're gonna draw after we do Luca. All right, go to contractors, O3. Luca. I mean, he is pretty. I will admit he's pretty. Gallagher and Welt. I don't know if I know Welt. Well, give me a second. Let me a second. Welt, Honkai Star Rail images. I also like Dr. Ratio. Oh, sorry, sorry. The noise that came out of me was not human, I don't think. Ooh, hi. He just needs a little scruff. I think every character in design can be improved with just a little bit of scruff. Um, I also like Dr. Ratio. I'm more like just fucking around with Dr. Ratio's bots because he's such a arrogant asshole. Bidu. Yeah, Baido is gorgeous. My favorite Genshin fave, I think, woman-wise, is Lisa, but I do love Raiden. I've actually cosplayed Lisa a couple of times with my buddies. All right, Luca. What does your face looks like again? Very square. It's very square, which is not unusual for my art anyways. There we go. I like that. Big. There we go. Uh, you want to ask some questions or something? I'm trying to think of what to talk about. See, this is why my live streams don't are suck. I don't know what to say when I'm not just rambling on about existence and God knows what. Lucas Square Boy, he lame. He's so lame. Square ass motherfucker. Square up. They said be there or be square and he did not show up. Already this isn't looking pretty bad. It's this side of his face that's got the scars. Those scars probably are like way smaller than that, Corey. Shut up. I'm drawing it. It's mine. I'm right, you're wrong. Shut up. I will admit I paired him with my phone before because he was actually nice to her. I was shook. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been super mean to Honora yet. I think it's because he wants to fuck her. He hasn't been super mean to her. Like he took her out for drinks and stuff, but she's just not reciprocating, and he's starting to get a little pissed off about it. He's like, "Excuse me, why don't you want to fuck me?" And she's like, "'Cause I just don't." That's it. Do you really think every woman that you meet or every person you meet wants to sleep with you? Yeah, 100% canon interaction. Um, why is his hair black and red? Does he dye the red part? Is the red part dyed? I don't know. Don't know. No, it just says his hair is crimson, which is the same color as Anora's hair. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at his character thing to try to figure out. He does think Alan's Fallon's bachelor is everybody. I mean, Fallon gives me like, don't at me. Fallon gives me very Harley Quinn-esque vibes, and I really love her for it. She's kind of bonkers, but it's one of those things where she's so bonkers, it's like I kind of just want to see what she's gonna do next, sort of thing. I think my version of Luca is handsomer. I usually think that though. I'm very arrogant with that with my art. I'm like, no, my version's prettier. I disagree with Richard though. I love any version of Richard. Whitlock is just a beautiful, beautiful man. Add the under eye bags. And then his hair does the same thing again, where it's like the sideburns go into scruff. I don't know. I don't know if that's just the AI being like, no, absolutely not. Get what you get. Okay, I'm just gonna redo this real quick. I really love drawing scars on characters. I think it's really silly because I read like webtoons where like like main male lead is like a knight or whatever, and he has scars all over his body but none on his face. And I'm like, obviously he'd be wearing a helmet and whatnot, but still, you gotta give me some, give me some. That's why Richie has so many scars and the big one on his face and stuff like that is because I don't. I I think it's silly if a character has been through shit and doesn't have scars. Look at this. I made Luca fuckable. No, I mean he already was. I think I'm gonna. What side? Did I do the scar backwards? Question mark. I did, didn't I? That's okay. There's more room over here on this side anyway. Oh, love my big boys. Yes, it is dyed. It's confirmed. Okay, it is dyed. Okay, thank you, thank you. Because like he has the black underneath, so I was curious. It's a bit more insane. She used to be an SR. Oh, okay. Big boys. He's very sweet. He's not my type, but he's very sweet. Right now him and Autumn are kind of besties. I just put the same like characters in everything. So I have Autumn and Honora and Poe Sapak. I have Autumn and Starfall. I have Nora and Starfall. I have Richard in Modern Fantasy. I have Honora in Modern Fantasy. Honora is a fox. Probably dyes his hair to get some sort of freaking attention, doesn't he? Shithead. Nobody giving you enough attention, Luca. Poor baby. Poor baby. Little shit. Oh, okay. And it like goes down here. It's almost like a ponytail. I think it is actually. But I do like his. Like I said, I like the scars. I think the scars are fun. I think I'm actually gonna draw them a little bit smaller just for once. Mostly because I'm not doing a huge illustration. There we go. There. Mhm. He doesn't look bad now that I've drawn him. Can you tell that I like this a lot? That this is a thing that I enjoy is hiding eyes after I've already drawn them and just making myself upset about it. Yeah, it's my own toxic trait. Oh, he needs a cigarette, doesn't he? Mr. Nicotine Addiction. Autumn gets on his ass about the cigarettes all the time. No, not Nora gets on his ass about the cigarettes all the time. She's like, "You're gonna kill yourself if you keep smoking like that." And he's like, "Good. Maybe I wanna die." And she's like, "All right, fucking emo son of a bitch. Go to therapy. We all have trauma. You know, obviously." Honora is so sweet. She has zero time for his bullshit, though. But she's a big sweetheart. She cares a lot about her aces. Honora is very overprotective of her aces, and she kind of treats them like her kids. Uh, okay, we're already mostly dead. The only reason I love Johann as much as I do is because it's yeah, yeah. Johann is I like Johann because he's like kind of a goofy little guy, but also I'm terrified of him. Like I know that that man would not view me as a human. He's like, yeah, you're gonna get dissected. We're already mostly dead. You're cracking me up. All right, there we go. Freaking Luca. He wears like the one that's like a turtleneckish sort of thing. Not like that. Just there we go. I don't like drawing clothes. Is that obvious? Uh, I don't like drawing clothes, but also I'm bad at drawing clothes. I need to do more clothing studies because I always like, excuse me, forget the wrinkles and stuff like that. I don't like, but I like it. Boop, boop, beep, beep. There we are. There's Luca. Oh, should we do another contractor next, or should we do something else? Trying to think. I think I'm gonna draw an Honora real quick. Unless you want me to do something in particular, Fallon. I love Honora so much. She's my baby. It's unfair how beautiful she is. Unfair. I'm gonna make the canvas bigger again. I told you, this canvas is gonna be huge by the time I'm done with it. I don't make it wider, just longer. Sorry. Okay. Honora. I love Honora so much. She's so gorgeous. Honora's probably my most beautiful OC, I would say. She's definitely the most glamorous one, which is why her backstory is that she was a movie star in DDM universe. In the modern in the Secuverse, she's one of Richard's housemates, and they were like dating for a little while, and then they broke up mutually, amicably. They're best friends. And anybody that he does bring around, she's like, oh my God, it's happening. He's met somebody else. That's wonderful. That's great. That before Richard meets probably User, he still has a friends with benefits relationship sort of thing with her going on. So the man, as much as he doesn't like to admit it, gets really horny. But Honora's just fucking gorgeous. She's got very much this like glamorous old Hollywood style going on because that was a huge part of her character inspiration. Just realized I don't have any sugar left, so I go, no! A tragedy! Oh, a tragedy of epic proportions, a crime against humanity. There's no more sugar. I'm so sorry. If I could give you sugar, I would. If I could reach to the screen and give you sugar, I absolutely would. Oh my goodness, I'm very sleepy. Probably because I haven't eaten anything yet. I should eat something when I'm done with the stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, though. I don't know if I want to go home and eat or if I want to get something. Like, the cheapskate in me wants to go home and eat, but the other part of me is like, but there's nothing that I want at home. Nora has a big nose, and I like that about her. She's so cute. She's so fucking gorgeous. There we go. My little fox. Yeah, and then in the Succuverse, she's a fox. Cause why not? Ooh, with your guy, your wolf shifter man. She's also a shifter. She's a fox shifter, and she literally runs away from him, accidentally breaks his arm, and it's like, well, I can't just leave him there. It's like the scene from like Tangled where it's like, I've made the decision to trust you. A horrible decision, really. Uh, I think that's what I did in one of my. I think the other one is he pinned her down to the ground and just went at it because yeah, I put in Anora's thing that she's kind of irresistible and she's very beautiful and very stunning because she is. And that's a huge part of her character stuff is that people find her so irresistible and she likes being acknowledged and she knows that she's beautiful, but also she wishes that people viewed her for more than just her good looks, stuff like that. And that's why I love Richard so much is um he usually points out uh like her brains and stuff like that, like her cleverness and her ability to get people to kind of do what she wants because she knows she's beautiful and can use her charms to good use and whatnot. But my favorite joke is that people can't tell how old she is. They are a German Shepherd demi-human. German Shepherd? That's so sweet. I love that. How do you pronounce it? Zar? Zar? Um, I actually don't have many dog like pussies besides the ones that are wolves. Because I don't this is gonna sound really silly. I don't like dogs very much. I don't like big dogs at least. They freak me out a little bit. I prefer little dogs. I like Jack Russell Terriers. I like Scottish Terriers. I like Peekapoos. Peekapoos are my favorite type of dog. I said that in the chat the other day, and I don't remember who it was like, I thought it was going to be a Pokemon. And I'm like, no, no, it's not a Pokemon. I think I'm going to change this expression, actually. I'm not liking this. Oh, did we or did we not? Did you say we were going to Gen Honora? I can't remember if we did or not. It doesn't matter to me either way. Yeah, we're going to change this expression. I've drawn enough like big smiles right now. Right now. Let me do a little smile. More flirtatious, usual smile she has on. Uh, I love German Shepherd. I grew up with pit bulls and always had a great and I was bit. Yeah, I mean, oh, you're so sweet. You don't have to, Jenner. Um, you can if you want to. That's on you. Uh, yeah, Chihuahuas, I think, get a bad. I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much. Oh my gosh, my blood sugar must be low because I haven't eaten. Um, I think Chihuahuas get a really bad rap because people don't respect their privacy and whatnot. So they also, so like just like any other dog or any other animal, they also want their space and their privacy, but they're not usually given it. And so they learn the only way that they're getting it is by being aggressive. And so I think that that's what happens usually with Chihuahuas. But yeah, I can understand why that would like turn you off from small dogs if you got bit in the face by one of them. Um, I've never had any issues with like big dogs or anything like that. I just they're not they're not my thing. I don't like when they get in my face. This is why I prefer cats is because cats don't cats will get in your face sometimes, but also cats will mostly leave you alone and just kind of come to you whenever they want something. And that's what I do with my social interactions too. Mm. Uh, Nora Nora's very fox-like just on her own. And that's also part of her character design is just very clever person, a very fox-like person who's not manipulative or cunning. It's not manipulative, but they're cunning and they know what they're doing and stuff like that. I love her. She's my everything. It's bothering me now. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's the thing. I was across the room from him. I wasn't even paying attention. I just wanted to watch Sailor Moon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love Sailor Moon. Oh, I love Sailor Moon so much. I will have slash had a huge crush on Neptune. I thought she was so cute and adorable. It's part of the reason why Autumn's hair is the way it is. People can't tell what age Anora is because she's like very pretty and stuff like that. And also she takes good care of her skin and all that sort of thing. So people are like, listen here, you're young. And she's like, I'm 47. I'm 47. I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I haven't been a baby for a long time. There we go. I like that better. God, she's so pretty. My everything. I love her. Shut up! Sorry. It's doing that failed to save file thing again. Oh. Did you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite sailor? Or did you when you were a kid? Bup, 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 ba-da, ba-da. Will I get copyrighted for that? Maybe. Maybe Nintendo's gonna come slam my ass. Who knows? So Honora's hair is like very. She does do bangs every once in a while. She does like these baby doll bangs. And sometimes she styles it more in like the Rita Hayworth 50 style. But her hair is naturally very curly. It's like princess curls. Like the villainess like hair drill sort of curls. And the way I usually stylize it, it's like this when I'm sketching. Um, really big and thick and poofy. She's got a lot of hair. In DDM, it only goes down, I think, to like her lower back, but in or like her mid back, but in canon, it goes all the way down to her thighs. She's got long, beautiful, gorgeous hair. I love her. Mommy, step on me. Step on me when. Um, yeah, Honora knows how fucking gorgeous she is. I mean, how could she not? I hate it when characters don't realize, like, especially like characters that are obviously extremely attractive, like in the movies and stuff where they don't, and they're like, oh no, I'm so ugly, huh? And I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh Lord, I can't remember anymore. That's fair. That's fair. I love Sailor Moon. I like Cardcaptor Sakura a lot too. I like very fluffy, wholesome animes usually. Normally. Not always though. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Um, she's so pretty. Big old bitties. Most of her Honora is very short and she's very thin and she's very top heavy. She doesn't have an ass at all. It's all on her tits. If I could stop yawning, that'd be great. Be lovely. Be delightful. All right, should we do Johan next? I think that'd be fun. Fix this eye, it's bothering me. Excuse me. Johan, just wet rat of a man. I tried to do Johan with Richard the other day, but it kept getting confused. It's like Whitlock, and I'm like, no, 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 it's fine, whatever. I'm just not gonna bother with it. It's not what I wanted. Smaller, please. There we go. Boop, boop, beep. There we go. There she is. Beautiful baby. I'm 47. Okay. Johan. What color do I want Johan to be? Thinking like a really like vile color. I don't know why. No, that's too green. More yellow. Yeah, there we go. Um, Johan. I have to look up to see what he looks like. I think his I only you only see like a side profile. But that's I can figure that out. Oh five. Johan Jakobsen. Johan Jakobsen. Okay. He's got like what does it say in his personality? Black, thin, lanky, uneven features, dark hollows under eyes, and pale scales, sickly looking. Enough to switch to Danish. Um, it says he's manipulative in his personality for Johan, and I'm like, I'm curious, curiouser and curiouser. Show me more of that. Because he looks like really sallow and sickly, so that's what we're gonna go with. Corey, stop drawing things at a three-quarter angle. Never. Can't make me. Uneven features. Uneven. What does that mean? Like his eyes are uneven and stuff? I can do that. Yep. I ended up making an ace for him. Her name is Willow, and I'm surprised he's not mildly terrified of her because she's a wolf. Yeah. No, I'm a little surprised too. I've done a Nora with him before as an ace, not as a contractor. And he's a little scared of her too because she's a fox. But I'm thinking of pairing him with another one of my OCs. Um, I can't decide who though. So I tried to do him with Richard, and like I said, it kept the AI kept getting confused. 'Cause it's like, huh? Huh? Whitlock? And I'm like, no, no, it's not. I'm Richard. My fault. My fault for choosing such a common name. To be fair, I chose the name Richard before I found out about any of this. And then eyes. You POV, you brought Johan out into the sun. Uneven. I don't know what uneven features means, I don't think. Maybe I'm just dumb. He's kind of look like Beerus from Dragon Ball Z right now. Beerus looking motherfucker. POV. You gave Johan sunlight. Uh, gonna do this here. Really emphasize the like shot like gaunt. That's the word I'm looking for. The gauntness of him. I saw somebody's sketches of Johan recently, and somebody's in love with him. I can't remember who it is on our I say that like it was like part of it on the Discord. Ah, stop doing that. Oof, oof. Come on, Johan, you have to prove it first or something. Absolutely not unhinged. I just imagine a little rat just like squeaking about, flailing about like a dead fish because you tried to take it outside. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I love that. She's trying her bestest, okay? She's trying her best. I forgot eyebrows. I was like, why does he look so weird? I forgot eyebrows. Permanent crying face. Him and Autumn both have permanent crying face. Resting, I'm about to burst into tears face. Please go away. It's probably what he's saying. As those eyebrows are not sad enough. But, well, it doesn't matter about this one because I'm erasing it anyway. And I always do the side parts over the same side of the face. I don't know why I do this. It's just like a bad art habit that I've gotten myself into. I think I think I'm gonna pair Johan with one of my uh, with a badger demi-human that I have. Her name is Alex, and she is a bit of a bitch. She's not a bitch. I shouldn't say that. I could pair him with Sariel. Sariel is like chaos incarnate, though. She doesn't give a shit about anything. And Sariel's completely mute. Please go away. The sun, my mortal enemy. My only weakness. The sun in a shower. Do you think he showers? I don't think he showers. I think he's probably stinky. Stinky rat. What's the verdict? Does yeah. Every now and then Johan actually annoys Cheyenne, so she threatens to feed him to Fenrir. Boy, if you don't shut your ass up. Ah! If you don't shut your ass up, I'm gonna feed you to, I'll feed you to the snake. Fenrir scares me. Like, I haven't actually RP'd with him, like I said, but he scares the fuck out of me. Also, it's just not the type of character that I personally care for, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna make the bags under his eyes bigger, I think. After I fix his nosy. Oh, take your nose. There we go. I I still think Honora would love Cheyenne. Honora would absolutely try to adopt her. Honora tries to adopt most people that she meets who are who like don't have good parents or whatever. I don't know how to draw skinny men. It looks so wrong. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to do the chest. It looks so wrong when I try to draw somebody all ski. Like even I think his shoulders are too broad right now. It's meant to be kind of like slouched up and hunched up because he probably is. Um, Give this man a piece of cheese. Hannah and Adam have heard her threaten Johan, who found it hilarious. Whitlock does not. Richard, why you gotta be such a killjoy? Hannah and Adam are hilarious. Like their bot is so funny. I love it so much. They're just so goofy. I love how they literally just fall through your living room and they're just like, hi, where's the nearest bus station? And Autumn was literally like, I don't, what? Yeah, all right. No, they're not. Please stop threatening. Please stop threatening him, Cheyenne. We still do need him. No, we don't. I mean, actually, I think Johan is very important to the team. I mean, he does all the suppressants and everything, so I think that that's super valuable. Valuable. All right, what am I drawing next? Throw something at me. Throw somebody. Oh no! Follow through. Feed him to the snake. I want to see what happens. Feed him to the snake. Feed him to the snake. Feed him to the snake. I want to see what happens. Ri ri Every day, that little doodle of Richard holding all of them by leashes becomes more and more apparent. Honora has like kind of adopted Hannah and Adam. They're like, she's like, oh, you may be older than me, but you're physically younger than me, so therefore I'm your mom now, and I have to take care of it. I should draw Cheyenne. I should. Can you send me a ref or whatever of Cheyenne, and I'll draw her? I know she has an eye patch, and she has like long whitish hair, and that's about it. I'm always happy to draw any of your OCs. I love drawing people's OCs. I love it when people draw my OCs. I love it. I like, okay. Beep. Oh, beep, beep. What is going on? Okay. Um, what color? What color? Be a little bit. We're gonna do nice, like brightish, reddish, pinkish color. Yeah, I like none of these circles are doing what I want them to do. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm pleased with that one. I know she has like a really nasty burn mark on her face or whatever. Okay, okay. God, she's gorgeous. Fallon, you need to stop making such pretty characters. She does have that one face card. Luckily, the worst for scars were fixed when she became a contraster. Okay. I like where her scar is on her face, though. That's actually like a really fun place for it. Um, you need to stop making such pretty OCs, or else I'm gonna start having heart palpitations, and we can't be having that. I'm gonna draw her similarly to Lutra, but I think I'm just gonna do her a little bit sharper. Trying to figure out what I should do for lunch. What should I do for lunch, Fallon? I kind of want to go get something. What should I go get? I eat anything, so don't worry about that. I am not, I'm like the least picky eater of all time. It's fine. I'm gay for my own choices. Yeah, I'm very bisexual and it's very obvious. I always think though, I mean, unless obviously you're like ace or whatever, or they're like a child, but I think if you don't want to fuck your OC, then what are you doing wrong? Oh, I'm doing the over the shoulder fucking thing again. Don't stop doing that. And do a little head tilt. Little head tilt. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Gonna draw Cheyenne and Honora interaction eventually. Popeyes, if you have one, because they're chicken. Ooh, ooh, 6 feet. Wow. She's a whole foot taller than Honora. Popeye. I love Cane's, but I've never been to Popeyes actually. So I think there's one pretty close to here. So that's a thought. Actually, that's a thought. I do love a chicky sandwich, but I usually go to Cane's because I fucking love Cane's. I love their sauce, and I love the Texas toast. Actually, there's a faster way to do this, Lucille. Sorry, I sometimes refer to myself as my middle name. It's a bad habit. There we go. It's like there's a faster way to do this. Because everybody in my family calls me Lucille. Nobody in my family calls me by my first name, which is Corinne, which is how you pronounce it. That's why I go by Corey, because nobody can pronounce it or spell it correctly usually. Corey's fine. I go by Corey at work. This is giving uh this is giving high seas and Bonnie. Love it. Eye patches are underrated, honestly. So underrated. Popeyes is this one much more for yeah, is it? Like I said, I've never been, so there we go. Thank you. I'm going to Popeyes. Up, up, up. Get out of here. This is the one I want. There we go. Cheyenne seems always fucking pissed off, which is fair. She's had a rough go of it. I would be fucking pissed off all the time too if I had the trauma that she had. Why? She looks so miffed already. I love her. Trying to figure out how I want to do her eyes. I think I'm gonna do the square shape for her eyes because I think it would suit it a lot. I don't know if I want to give her any lash though. There we go. That's what I want. And then I want to do underneath lashes, I think. Like this. Yeah, I suppose I could put Johan with Sariel because Sariel is she's fucking crazy. Sariel's a bit of a bitch, but that's because she doesn't have a lot of emotions and she doesn't process emotions very well. So she kind of just is the way that she is. And she doesn't really view people as people. She views them more as just experiments, like for her to study. Like she wants to study human interaction and human emotions and stuff like that because she doesn't experience them. Beep. Lucas straight up asked her before she if she was a pirate. Yeah, I would have kicked him in the junk too. You a pirate? No. What do you think, dumbass? Fucking idiot. Me and all my homies hate Luca. I know the eye patch is probably a little big, but I think it's fun to draw. So here we are. Should have been a rock star. I got that song stuck in my head now because I was listening to YouTube stuff with it beforehand. Oh, right. You really like having white hair or like really light hair for your OCs, don't you? I've noticed a trend. I've noticed a trend. Noticed. Richard was the one that correctly guessed she was a soldier. Yeah. Well, I mean, I would see that because a soldier can identify with another soldier, and like, Luca was a soldier, but he was more of like a bodyguard more than anything else by what I'm picking up on in the lore that has been presented. But I think that Richard definitely can sense warrior and stuff like that, or just somebody who's obviously been through rough shit. Nobody, until Honora tells them, nobody can figure out what she did. They're like, what, what did you do before this? And Honora's like, I did movies and stuff. And they're like, movies. And she's like, why? What about it? Just realized that this would go like this. Like punch out here. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay. I did movies. So Honora's time period was like sort of like a 1950s, 1960s. Um, like she was it's like an adjacent sort of version of Earth, but slightly alternative because I've decided that there was no decided just to outlaw racism in her world. I don't know. Something similar along those lines. I changed Cheyenne hair color for potential ink with him. Want her to kind of look like Lutra. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see that. That's y'all and your angst. I don't do well with angst. I don't like crying. It makes me upset and I emphasize too much with characters, and so I struggle a lot with angst. But you guys like eat it up. Oh, I need to put that on my wish list. I'm like, no angst, please. No angst. I don't do angst. I will cry and it will be your fault. There we go. I like that better. Stop making such pretty characters. I swear to God. Her and Richard would probably get along. Like canon Richard, not Sucky versus Richard, because canon Richard is a very has been through a lot of shit. Okay, I like that. I like that. Look at her. Look at her. Give her the under eye lashes because I think they're cute and they suit her. He. Ah! I keep pressing the wrong damn button. Just realized how many bots I have on my backlog such draft to finish. Yeah, I have, I think, two possibly. One for sure, because I want to do Henry. I'm just counting new characters because if I count alts, it's probably like five or six. Because I want to do Henry. Henry, I'll draw him next, so that way you get a sense for him. Henry is Richard's other roommate in the Suckyverse. He's a werewolf. He's very sweet. He's a bit of a man whore. He's a bit of an attention whore. He. I showed you him. I showed you him. That's right. That's right. I showed you him because I'm gonna put him with Elias. I always feel bad when I can't pronounce names. I love Henry so much. He's such a sweetheart. He's such a good boy. Literally Jack Russell Terrier energy. That's not his nose. There we go. Oh, he's just a big boy. He's big boy. No, but when I say Anais looks like my body shape, I mean straight up for real. She's like got that very slight hourglass shape and then she's all curvy and I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me for real. Henry, canonically, cannot grow facial hair despite being partially Jewish. I've got two snakes left, a reverse romance trope to do. Reverse romance? What does that mean? Hosier, Sleep Token collab with Ghost, and then two bot trades coming up. Yeah, do you have bot trades that's not in the thing that we're doing? The little, whatchamacallit? The summer wish list thing? What's a reverse romance trope, too? I want to know what that is. Is that like reverse harem? Is that what we're talking about? I'm not usually a harem person, personally. But people do whatever they want. Not everything has to be made for me in mind, obviously. If it was, it would be very boring and just a bunch of old people. Um, okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Mm, oh, goodest boy. Look at this little goofy ass boy with his little mullet. Yes, it's like a mullet. It's not exactly a mullet. It's not really a mullet. It just kind of looks like a mullet. Instead of grumpy. Oh, grumpy and grumpier. That's right. That's right. Oh, I like that a lot. Grumpy and grumpier. I do like the grumpy and sunshine trope, but I like that idea too. That's really fun. It's always fun to like do those sorts of stereotypes and like twist them on their head and stuff like that. Like that's a lot of things stuff with Honora because a lot of like stereotypes with her. Like obviously women are like more demure or like romance characters. They like don't know anything about sex or anything like that. And then there's Honora who was already a bit of a whore when she met Richard in canon, Richard. Um Honora's and Honora knows what she likes. She's very confident, she's very independent, and Henry's very similar to that. He does video game streaming and he pisses Richard off. Richard pisses him off the whole time because he thinks it's funny. Because it is a little funny, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little funny. Um, there we go. There we go. Okay. Henry is just a very happy person. He's very happy-go-lucky. He does not a thought in his brain. I did that with a D&D instead of a super sexual bar with the erase bar. Just wants me some. I love that. I love that. One-sided pining, one-sided hatred, enemies to lovers, lovers to enemies. Oh, I one-sided hatred can be fun. That one can be fun. You don't. I don't like enemies to lovers. That's just a me thing personally. Well, also, I think a lot of stuff that I read so much is not always enemies to lovers. It's more like just um we both don't like each other very much to lovers. And I think that that's a little silly personally. Um it's one of those things where like are you on opposite sides of a war? No. Do your guys' core values not align at all? No. Then you're not actually enemies, sort of thing. Um, have you ever tried to kill each other? No. Then you're not enemies. It's that sort of thing. And I find a lot of media isn't doesn't do that. So I am one of those people that's like I think true romance and true love needs to be founded on a basis of trust and friendship. So I'm like childhood friends to lovers or just friends to lovers in general, that sort of thing. He's so cute. Look at little baby. I did, but also I'm boring and basic. I don't really go out of my comfort zone when it comes to bots a lot of the time or just things that media I consume in general. Look at this happy little boy. He's so cute. I think I'm gonna do another 15-ish minutes and then I gotta go eat. It has been so much fun. I love drawing. I love chatting. I think I forgot this on Darren's ears, but that's fine. Darren, I did a more full body sketch. These ones I'm just doing bust, so it's all good. Look at this cutie patootie. Henry is super sweet, super nice. He loves making friends. He makes friends wherever he goes. Life of the party sort of guy. Complete opposite of Richard. Complete opposite. And that's why I think it's always so funny when they're friends. It's like, someone will die. Fun! He's from America. He's American. Well, Richard and Honora are obviously British. So he came over. His mom is British though, so he has like some British inflections in the stuff that he says. My absolute favorite trope is super hot person fall for the person everyone ignores. Yeah! No, I love that. I do love that as well. I think that's also really, really fun. That's kind of what Honora and Whitlock are a little bit because everyone kind of like overlooks Whitlock or he's too old or this or that, and then there's Honora who's like, mm-mm, that's that's husband material. That's a dream man right there. All right, yeah. Um, who else? Who else? We didn't do anything from post-apocalyptic because the only person I care about in post-apocalyptic is Graham. Graham. Uh, I suppose I could do Stan and Jarrett. I could do the boys. Yeah, super hot person falls for people who get overlooked. I think that that's super fun. Stan. Stan the man. Stan the wolf man. Ugh. I usually pair Stan with Richard because I like to make Stan bottom. I don't normally like putting human ears on demi-humans, but all the official character art has it for them, so this is what we get. Stan's cute though. Stan's cute. He's like a little geek, and I think that's funny. Um, I usually make Richard like almost like his sugar daddy because Richard's got too much money to know what to do with 9 times out of 10. Richard's family is extremely privileged. More privileged than probably a family should be allowed to be. There we go. I'm allowed to zoom in. Thank you. Have scruff? No, he doesn't. He's got a little bit of sideburn, but he doesn't have scruff as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know, as far as I'm aware. Maybe he's got a little bit on the chin. Like right here, I think, maybe. Question mark? I can look this up. I don't know why I'm asking questions. I can look this up. Iorvifs. Iorvifs. Okay, yeah, he's got a little bit on the chin. I'm looking at the Jared and Stan thing. Does Stan have a bull piercing? I didn't know if he did or not. I really like this art of like the double with Jared and Stan because I think it demonstrates a lot more of the personality than the other art that I've seen of them, and I don't know, I think it's pretty fun. All right, I get to do hair over the face, and nobody gets to call me out for it because it's Stan. I will say I haven't done as much with Stan because I'm too obsessed with his dad. Like even in the road trip alt, I was like trying to fuck Stan Davis Sr. I was trying to fuck his dad because I'm a degen and I love old men. Oh, this boy. Up, 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 up. He gets a little bit more scruffed as a gift, as a treat. I love how much like him and Thompson hate each other. Him and Jared hate each other. I think it's really funny. Um, Mostly just because I do think most of those like friendly rivalry sort of things are pretty silly and funny. I don't take them very seriously most of the time. I'm usually just like, uh-huh, uh-huh. You two just need to figure your shit out. I decided I'm going to cover up this year. I'm not gonna do it. Too bad. So sad. Deal with it. Up, up. Look at all that hair. Fluffy, fluffy. I was considering. I love that during the trip, Zara was constantly throwing shade at Jared, but being super sweet doesn't. Jared probably deserves it though. Jared deserves it. Jared's a bit of a shithead. Like I like fucking around with his bots, but Jared's a bit dumb. He's just a bit dumb. Jared's just dumb himbo. Not like Garrett's a dumb himbo, because Garrett is a sweetie pie and I love him. But just like very much jock energy. At least he drinks respect women juice. So as far as I can tell, he does. There's Stan. Stan the man. I want him to look more sleepy, I think. I think I'm gonna fix his eyes real quick. One second. Somebody texting me? My phone just buzzed. Ah, it's nothing important. But I don't know how to do 3D art. Go away. There we go. Again, a little bit more. There we go. Want him to look sleepy. Eepy, he eepy. Eepy boy. Ugh. Made fun of her for reading comments. Yeah, yeah, he shouldn't. Fuck you, Jared. Asshole. Alright. I think that looks pretty good for Stanley. I like doing this to Wolf and Fox ears, is like giving them the little extra fluffies in the ears. I think it's cute. I think a lot of things are cute though. Why is this? There we go. My eraser got moved to the wrong spot. If something is on the wrong spot on my setup, I will know about it immediately and I freak out a little bit. There we go. There's Stan. Stan the man. Him and his dad actually look really similar. I think that they said, like, Io says that in one of the character descriptions, but and she's like, do not tell him that. He'll get so fucking pissed off. All right, we're gonna do our last one. We're gonna do Jared. I think we're gonna do Jared in. Go away. Mm, I'm trying to figure out what color I want to do him in. I think we're gonna do him in like a pinkish color. Jared, you big butt. Don't make fun of Zara. I don't know how to pronounce things. I'm sorry. I'm just a dumb American. Oh, Jared. Okay. Jared's got high beak cheekbone, very square jaw, like this. Does he or does he not have the nose ring? I don't remember. Because in some of the art he does, and some art he doesn't. Do you know? I'm gonna give him cow ears because I can. Because I can. And nobody can stop me. Who's gonna stop me? No one. Nobody. We're gonna set this to the side to imply horns. I think IO, either that or the AI that I like the Mid Journey or whatever, really like sideburns. That or is that's just something IO likes a lot because it seems like almost all their characters have like really thick, big sideburns, but maybe that's just me. Um, I can't remember either, but I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think so either. In some art he does, and some art he doesn't. But in his actual, let me look at his personality real quick. Um, Stan, Jared, Jared. Here we go. Jared, half minotaur, half human. Yes. Let's see, blonde, light blue eyes, bull horns. Doesn't say that he does. Uh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, he's okay. Okay. He does not. But he's got like a this sort of nose. He's got like a thicker nose. Sorry that took me so long. I was like reading through the character description to make sure that I got it correct. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I am gonna post these to the chat, to the Discord later. So that way, if you want to save them or whatever, you will have them. So he's got kind of a flattish nose and a thing. So I'm like thinking like this sort of thing. There we go. Smile because it's Jared and he's almost always smiling. Dumbass. I like Jared, but he's just not like he's just fun to mess with. Like his bots are fun to mess with and stuff. And he's just a big goofy. I made him bottom before. That was fun. I got him to bottom. And it's fun to like fuck around with it. I saw a video earlier that was like different types of people playing with AI. Oh, and it was very silly. I just meant to send it to the server, but I don't think I did. Probably because I feel like I clog up too much of the server anyway, and I don't want to be like annoying or whatever. I don't know if I like that hair. Actually, we're gonna swoop it up more. We're gonna make it like here, and then swoop it up. Pop. There we go. I like that a little bit more. Mm. Plop, 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 plop. Yeah. I like that a lot better. Mm. Jared usually ends up with Zara's twin sister, Zare's, and he's always like, make the how flexible are you joke because she's a gymnast. Oh, Jared. I think I like Jared because he reminds me of Henry a little bit. Not quite as like crazy, like that sort of thing, but like Henry likes to flirt around a lot and stuff like that too, so I definitely see similarities there. Henry can be very flirtatious and goofy as well, so. But Henry's very respectful. Like Jared will not back off if you tell him no. Henry will. Jared's like, "You sure? You sure? You sure?" And it's like, "Bro, I said no. Go away." And Henry, if you tell him no, he's like, "All right, have a great night. Bye." Because he's the goodest of boys. I love Henry so much. There we go. All right. I think that this was a good stream. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. It was so much fun. I had a great time. I love hanging out with my friends. I'm gonna fix his ear real quick. I gave him cow ears because I can, because nobody's around to stop me, and I do what I want. I gotta go eat something now. And go eat Popeyes because you recommended to me. I'll tell you how it goes. You know what? There. I'm a devious little thing. I see ears and I'm like, piercings? Piercings? All right. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Ta-da! Da, 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 da. Oh, like I said, this has been lots of fun. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I want to do more streams at some time. I love you too. No, you want a super sweet. Yeah. Oh, I need to go check out your Incubus boy. I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm going to. So yeah. All right. This was fun. I had so much fun with you. I will see you on whenever. Love you, bestie. Bye.